like I thought. And then it gets put out on Rebel Media. I was having a discussion with some people yesterday about the Kanye thing of he's tweeted on his tweet, about it looked as if he was stepping back from Trump and he wasn't supporting Trump anymore, and about the Brexit or whatever you call it, designs and this, that and the other. Rebel Media have just put out with, is it Amanda Head, the reporter? No, it wasn't that. Hi. I was like, I didn't think it was. No, he hasn't stepped down. He's not supporting Trump. He's supporting Trump. I'll just read out what she said if no one's heard it. But I suggest you go over to Rebel Media and go and see what she said, because there we go again. People looking at things wrong. He said, I'll just read it out so I can't see. Yeah. He said, I support jobs and opportunities for people who need them most. I support prison reform. I support common sense gun laws that will make our world safer. That's the thing he actually went to talk about to Trump at the White House and the sort of things they've been talking about. I support those who risk their lives to serve and protect us. I support those holding people who misuse their power accountable. I believe in love and compassion. One of those things I believe in too. For people seeking asylum and parents who are fighting to protect their children from violence and war, because yes, we do support those people, not the ones that are just coming through with bad intentions. He didn't say that, I just said that. From violence and war. I would like to thank my family, loved ones and community for supporting my actual, in capital letters, beliefs on my vision for a better world. I have those visions too. I introduced, because what it is to do with Candice, with the Brexit, it's to do with the clothing range, to the person who made the logo, and they didn't want their name on it, so she used mine. She used Kanye's name. I never wanted association with the Brexit. I have nothing to do with it. My eyes, this is the bit where it went up first and everyone was like, oh, he's not supporting Trump. Some people thought that. My eyes are now wide open, and I now realise I've been used to spread messages I don't believe in. I am distancing myself from politics and completely focusing on being creative, which you should do, because at the end of the day, they did say at the end of that, go and watch the video, Candice just needs to clarify her statement. It's just to do with the designs and his name being on. It's nothing to do with Trump. It's nothing to do with him. I think the left thought, oh, this is great. He's stepping back. He's going to the Democrats again. He's realised Trump is using him. No, he wasn't saying that. He's taking a step back doesn't mean he's not supporting Trump. We can all take a step back. He's not a politician. He's sort of supporting what he said anyway about Trump at the beginning, because it says, I support jobs and opportunities for people who need them most. I support prison reform. I support common sense, gun laws that will make our world safe again. I support those who risk their lives. You just go and watch it. Well, that's what he went to the White House for, and that is what the actual, Trump supporters support. So it's not what some people thought it was. People getting it wrong. Just saying, just had to come on and say that. Also, I've just broke, I say I break everything. I've just broke my tripod. Dad. I've just snapped it off, but it looks like it was glued on anyway, so I think I may be able to glue the thing back in, because I just keep breaking everything. Then I haven't got a tripod, so I'm going to have to see if it'll super glue back on. Oh, 17 on chat, now it's 18. That's what makes me laugh every time. Now it's gone to 19, now we've said it. But see how grey this hair's getting now? Because, honest to God, that has got whiter since... This is Q's fault. Q, it's your fault. That's what I'm saying. But, oh, good evening. What am I missing here? Oh, have you got a new phone? Good, I need a new phone and just broke my bloody tripod. I just break everything. No, can't do everything with a dodgy tripod. Well, my dad gave it me because I broke two of them. This is the third one. I've just snapped it by accident. But I think because it has a plastic thing that fits in there, I think it'll just glue back on. Super glue. Yeah, I've got super glue, so I'm sure it'll fix it. Oh my god, I'm terrible. But yeah, the Kanye thing. So there we go. Just seen another picture of the military saying about Julian Assange there. Looks like Julian because he ain't in the UK. And one of them saying Seth Rich. Don't know, but it could be. I mean, the three people could be Julian Assange, Seth Rich, and JFK Jr. Who knows? Um, but I'm just laughing at this. It's getting whiter and whiter every day. I'm just going to let it come through. I like it. What is going on? The thing of trying to get truth out. Blame Q because Q can handle it. Yeah, I don't mean it in a nasty way. It's just like, come on, you've got it. Well, we know it's coming out. Like, look at my hair. Mind you, they do say those with grey hair are wise, so you know maybe it's coming out. You know, it's coming in. Honest to God, every day I wake up and I'm like, it's even whiter. There's like new ones sprouting and everything. What's going on? Oh, I'm a silver fox. Yeah, I'm just like, well, like I said, I'm gonna let it come through and see what it looks like. But I'm just like, what's going on? Turning into a Nordic. Yes, maybe I'm turning into a Nordic with these. Right, this is gonna sound really odd. You know what I'm like? Q, this winged serpent. I was looking online about because I was just watching because it's Halloween. And has anyone seen the sweets that they've put out with names of deep state and all that, and Trump's an American chocolate bar or something called Mr. Good or something? It was hilarious. Because it's Halloween and I've just been watching Beautiful Creatures, which is a bit witchy. I was thinking, and they had like hazel eyes, or they always have reddish or like really weird yellow eyes, which mine are hazel and go yellow. They look orange sometimes, and I thought, hmm, why is it they always cast vampires of having like red or like orangey yellow eyes? And I googled it and it actually come up about vampires, which made me laugh, saying if they've got red eyes, they eat human blood, which I thought, look like the Illuminati when they've got a black eye and a red eye. And if they've got yellow, golden eyes, mine are golden, they eat human blood. It just made me laugh. I thought, oh, is there anything in eye colour? And then someone had put up blues mermaids. I'm just saying this for a laugh, by the way. No one would be like, oh, blue mermaids. Yellow was, I can't remember what yellow was. Red was a vampire. Oh, uh, yellow was werewolves. It was just funny, and I was just like, yeah, why do they always class them as having either really yellowy eyes or reddish ones? And then it said, oh, what's the film called? Twilight. Some have yellow and some have red. The red are the ones who have human blood, and the yellow ones are the ones who stay on the animal blood. Thought, whoa. Dolly the grey-haired daydreamer. Exactly, that's the way it's going. Yeah, but I'd be able to put pink in it then if it all went white. I'd be like, yes, pink hair. I was listening to a video last night that said Trump will have a rally on November the 22nd. Yes, that's JFK Jr.'s birthday, isn't it? Whoop, whoop. And family will come out. Well, this is what we're thinking. It's coming, guys, sooner than we thought. It's, you know, stuff is, a lot's going on now, getting out, for us who are in the know. And, you know, that's why we're going to have a great Christmas, so it's got to come out. Let us grow old together. I'm RH negative. I give blood to anyone, but I can't receive. I don't know what I am. Oh, sorry, I always get mixed up with it because they're right near each other, aren't they? Because, right, yeah, so his dad was killed on the 22nd and his birthday's on the 25th. Right, yeah, I always get confused because they're right near each other as well, which is odd. But yeah, either so, they're right next to each other. We know something's happening. Why didn't Trump realise all the JFK assassination papers? Why didn't Trump realise all the JFK assassination? I don't know what you mean, Dwayne. Realise he knows everything. Q knows everything. Trump knows everything about JFK because he was friends with JFK Jr. I'm not sure what you were saying there. Sorry. Oh, Why didn't Trump release all the J? It's coming out anyway with everything. It's coming out. with everything, because when JFK Jr. comes out, even though we've seen him, everyone's going to want to know the story why, aren't they? The greatest story told. So, yeah, then it'll all come out properly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you meant release, yeah. Yeah, when he comes out, everyone's gonna when he unites America and everywhere out of the world, they're all gonna want to know what the story was and why he faked his death. You know, which is to do with his dad and all the other stuff. Um, so yeah, yeah, because Daddy Bush is alive, but it's gonna get released, isn't it? They're just doing it all within the law. I've just had some stupid teenagers in the street, about 30, all setting fireworks off on the road. I think someone rang the police, setting them all off so they go down the road, you know, under people's cars and all that. Like, oh, dearie me. It's not even bonfire night yet. Yeah, he's held some back and everything's done for the reason and it all gets released at the right time it's supposed to get released at, you know, for certain reasons. So don't worry about it. It's getting released, people. Wait till the rest of it gets released of what JFK knew. So, do I believe in star signs? Yes, I do. I'm a Pisces and I am my star sign to the T. Oh, yeah, Daddy Bush is going down. We all know he's going down. That family. Oof, that family. But yeah, I just wanted to just say, you know, the Kanye West. If you want to go and look at it, go and check out Rebel Media with Amanda Head, I think it is. I said this yesterday. I said to my dad, he's put a snippet out, and people will read it wrong, especially those on the left. And then he'll come out in a couple of days and say, no, this was what it was meant to be. So he hasn't stepped down from supporting Trump. And it doesn't matter if he's took a step down from politics because he's not a politician. He did what he did at the White House. He went to talk about the things I've just said, and when you watch that video, you can see it anyway. And he wants to concentrate on creating his own, you know, being creative in his own way, not controlled. So that's just the thing with him and Candice, and she will talk about that and that whatever. He's just meant being used in that creative way. Nothing to do with he's been used off Trump or, you know, Trump's side. So I knew that anyway. I said that yesterday. My sign is not Pisces. Okay, what is it then? Because of what it is to a Pisces is what I definitely am. Come on, Callum, what am I? Apparently I'm not a Pisces now. I don't. What am I then? Facebook has banned the Proud Boys and calling Gavin. Oh yeah, they will do. They will ban anyone they think's telling the truth. Well, knows are telling the truth. That's why they're censoring and all that sort of stuff. Callum, I've told you about all your work it out and just not putting what you mean in chat, so I'm not interested. Sorry. I could be Aquarius because I'm on the cusp, but you know, not getting into an argument again. I know. I wish people would just say it instead of just not saying it. There was a Twitter yesterday stating Trump is paving the way for JFK Jr. to become. Oh yes, he is. That's what it's all about. That's what a lot of it's about. It is. Nah, it is about. Trump's the one who's out there in front, obviously, and he's paving the way for JFK Jr. to come in because I don't believe. I'm not saying this is for definite. I don't believe Trump's going to go for another 4 years because really, with everything, no, I don't believe in the system. With everything that he's been doing, it's pay. Can you imagine everything he knows, everything he's been doing? He deserves a holiday. It's paying the way to take over. I don't think Trump will be going for another 4 years. I think that's when, you know. And Callum, Why do you have a go at people? I don't believe in the system. If the star signs are different and the other way around and this, that, and the other, they're not right, so what? It's like I've said before, we're all trying to find truth. Doesn't really matter. I don't believe in the system. And if people are following bits of the system's very big. And we've all been deceived, so I don't know why you're always having a go for. That Tigger bounce was absolutely hilarious. That was so funny. I liked it. I was like, yes. It's not that I wake up in the morning, read the paper and get a magazine and read my star signs and go, oh yeah, that's what's happening for me today, because I don't. But what it is said of the Pisceans is what I feel I'm like. Only saying. Don't have to be like, oh. What, the Mayan calendar, or there's lots of calendars out there, isn't there? But if people aren't told the honest truth, see, this is what gets me about you, Callum. I'm not having a go. I'm just saying you have a go at people. Like, you see snippets of truth that people are saying, but we've been deceived in a lot of things. But you don't say it out on here. So, do you know what I mean? Tell everyone what calendar to follow. Then it's not helping people, is it? I know you come on here because you see truth, but then you just jump in all the time. Mm, exactly. I say I'm this and that. Funny enough, Callum, you say the same thing because you're a know-it-all apparently. And the reason why I'd say I'm this and that and I swap my mind is because sometimes I see something, I believe it, and then I'm like, I've looked into it, I'm like, oh, maybe that's a little bit different and that bit different. One thing I am sure of is that I am a positive person and I'm trying to look into things and I'm trying to find the truth out, like probably you are, but you seem to think that you know it all and everybody doesn't know absolutely everything. And if you're a positive person, instead of doing what you're doing, because you totally contradict yourself, because you text me and say other things and then you come back into chat and do the same. Um, you don't help people on it. You're just talking riddles, like I've said before, and I've asked you not to, and you're doing it again. So why'd you come on here then? Just to troll? Mm. What truth breadcrumbs are you dropping if you're not actually saying anything? You say things, but you don't answer the question. Just saying. Yeah, yeah, I know. It even says that in a Q post, the one on the Greys, where it says about people not helping people. They make out like they are, but they're not. Exactly. So when people try to make out there's something and they're not, like I said before, it doesn't matter, Callum. If you want an attention on it. Well, it doesn't matter. We know what you think Q is, and that's up to you and your reality at the end of the day. Because you think it's something's bad. That some people do because they believe everything's bad and it's still the same side. But that's what you believe. That's fine. That's not what I believe. So it's not gonna upset me, Callum, because I thoroughly believe it. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You get people going on like that. That's what makes me laugh. No, you didn't say I'm not a Pisces. You just seem to have a go. You go off on other comments to say something and then you come back in like you do. Yeah, energy vampires. It's like I said before. People go on at people like that, going, oh, you've said this and you've said that. We're all trying to find the truth. It's very difficult to sift through stuff that's been here for decades, distracting us all, half truths in lies. There's lies in truth, this, that, and the other. So one minute I might be like, oh yeah, I think that. Oh no, I don't think that. Maybe someone I've talked about, I think yeah, that's good, and then they turn out not to be, because that's how it is. It is very confusing and it is very hard, and we have all been lied to, and that is a fact. So don't have a go at people, Callum, because you obviously you think you've gone round everything, found the whole truth out apparently about absolutely everything, and you know the whole truth, but you're not really sharing it. Do you know what I mean? How's that helping anyone? I've been trying to say on my channel for ages, all we're trying to find is the truth. And to be positive, to see that there are good people out there helping this movement, and it is all coming out. What's that got to do with anything? But you must be on here for a reason. You either think what I think, you can see truth in what I'm saying, that's why you're on it, or you're just here to troll. Either one. Oh yeah, many people are agents. That's what I mean. Some people come on pretending they're all into the same thing as you, put a few things out there, but then they try and twist something to make you think different. Like I've said before, it doesn't matter what you say. I'm not going to change my mind at the minute. Hi, I'm biased on the fence. Yep, you have to remain open-minded or you'll miss the truth when it comes on. Yep, and that's why I research everything. So on this channel, I talk about everything, mixtures of aliens, this, that, and the other, spiritualness, Trump, Q, blah, 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 because I'd rather talk about everything and not set my mind just on one thing. But the things I'm feeling at the minute, like I've said before, is how I feel. Not because I think it, because I feel it. I've been getting vibrations. I've been on such a high today because I'm just feeling I'm just feeling very happy about stuff. If in the end, some of the things that I follow turn out to not be true, I said I will come on here and tell you all. Why would I lie and go, I'd just come on and go, do you know what? We all got played. Oh, well, we had a good time doing it. At least we all connected. And I can see there's a lot of good people on here. That's a fact. That's the truth. So at the end of the day, it's my platform and I will talk about what I want to talk about. The people that come on here are great people and we want to talk about the same thing. So, you know. But that's what I mean. You don't help, Callum, because you put things in chat to make people ask you and then you don't actually give them the proper answer. You're just telling them like, you're just talking in code. So if someone asks you, why don't you put it out? Yeah, I made a lot more good friends than, you know. Yeah, good, Donna. I've had a very positive and happy day. We are winning. Yes, we are. Yeah. You know, there's more people in here, you know, that will tell me stuff, that will give me information if I ask them, that are vibing on a high vibration and are brilliant. And I only get a couple that aren't. You don't spell it out at all, but I'm just ignoring you now, Callum. You don't spell it out. Not that I can see. Well, that's good. You know, like I've said, you believe in what you believe. And if you're not on the Q, if you see truths in the thingy, but you're not into the Q thing, I'm not asking you to be on the Q thing. That's up to you. But that's what my channel's about at the minute when I have little... It's not about that. It's about positivity, trying to find the right way and stuff. And all. And I tell you what, it's about your moral compass at the end of the day. I've got one. I'm trying to give people positivity. It doesn't really matter what I'm talking about. I think people feel the vibrations off me, and that's what it's about, because that's what we all are. We're all energy, vibrating light energy, vibrations, whatever you want to say it is. I might not get it out, but that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, love is the key. That is it. Like Kanye has said today, love and compassion. What did he say? That's what I've been shouting out all the time. So, you know, it's all coming into one. Yeah, no, November equals a lot. Wait till you find that out. On our side, anyway. You know, Kanye says he supports love and compassion. That's what I support. So, in the allness of it all, at the end of the day, it's about your moral compass. It doesn't matter if, you know, you don't believe in Q, this, that, and the other, because at the end of the day, if it ever came out to be untrue, which I don't believe it is, what we all fighting for? Freedom for humanity. The stuff that, like Kanye was saying on there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we learn things, exactly. Yeah, November the 6th will be fun. You have good energy, Dolly, and you're truthful. Thanks for all. You are as well, Unbiased on the Fence. Your videos are brilliant. If anyone's not been to Unbiased on the Fence, please go over. And Angel's channel, which is my Heart podcast, because I can go over there and there's people off your chat and you're all brilliant, spiritual. And this is why it all gets mixed up. The world is a very confusing place. They've put stuff out there to confuse us. And this has been in the control system for ages. They've thrown everything out there and everything you can think of, spirituality, religion, everything. They've put something in there to try and twist it. So, sorry if I say things sometimes that you might think is contradicting, but it's very hard. But the one thing I will put out there is everything is love. And when it all comes into one, which it is doing, religion, everything will come into one love. That's what it's all about, people. Oh, is he Angels changed his name to expand your thinking? There you go, because it all is about expanding your thinking. You know. Thank you. Thank you. See? Can't keep me down. I've been vibing high today. Can't keep me down, down, down. I just made that song up. I can't stop making songs up. Anyway, love, love, love. Exactly. So, you're not in my reality. I'm in my own, and it doesn't matter even if it's just me doing it by myself. As long as I keep myself positive, I'm happy. But I like to try and lift other people up, and that is the point of giving to others. That's what it's all about. You don't give to receive, like that saying, but you will get it back from the universe, because when you put positive things out to people and help people and share stuff, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share. I'm not saying I'm right at everything. I'm just trying to all doing. You put it out and it comes back. If you're putting hate out and stuff, not hating people, that's what comes back. So I do know that to be true. I do know law of attraction, or whatever you want to say, is real, because I do it. So I know. So you only know things through experience. People can sit there and say, oh, this isn't true. If you've not experienced it, it's not going to be true. But if you've experienced UFOs, anything out there in the conspiracy world, if you've not experienced it, you would say it wasn't true. If you have experienced something yourself, you don't need to tell anyone. I don't even need to come in and say, oh, this is real. If I've experienced something myself, I know my truth, and I don't really need to come and sort of, but I do. Do you know what I mean? I know you all know what I mean. I don't have to justify myself. But if you've had an experience something, if someone wasn't there, then and they don't believe it, well, that's up to them. If they haven't had an experience in something, because don't forget, I'm doing a talk about intentions and putting energy out and stuff like that on Friday, and I'll talk about some things that happened with me. So I don't really need to share things. I came on this channel at the beginning, not knowing what I was talking about, knowing that I didn't want to do what most people do. I did do a few ones, like doing, where girls come on doing the makeup, and I did a bit of that. I got bored because I knew deep inside that isn't what I wanted to do. I wasn't bothered with how many subscribers I've got. That's why I don't really say thumbs up. I said it the other day, and sub and all that, because I feel like it's saying, oh, even though I should, but it was never in my intentions to be like, oh, thumbs up, sub me. When this thing was going on YouTube about, oh, sub me, and I'll sub you. And people were subbing each other and then unsubbing people because they weren't watching them. They just wanted the subs to put the subs up. When I don't see that as what you're doing that for. Police. People come on your channel because they vibe with you and they like you. I don't need to tell people to sub to me. They'll either watch me, like me, sub me, watch me and unsub. It's up to whoever's watching at the end of the day. So yeah. So Trump said tent city camps opening and caravan will not enter. No, they won't enter. Once you have awakened, I know people just jump on people's backs because it's like they didn't awaken the way they awoken, or like, sometimes I get mixed up with things and it don't come out right. So what? It's like I said, you know your own truth. Like I said, hi, my ducks. You won't bring me down, no matter what you're saying. I don't care. My mindset's different, and I do for me, but I do for others. Like I said before, it's about giving to others. It's not about self. Like I said, I came on here at the beginning of my YouTube channel, not knowing what I wanted to do. Know that I came from a place of where I was hurting with something. I don't like people hurting, so I wanted to help people feel more positive and show them that there is a way, and you shouldn't care what people think and this, that and the other, And I will be talking about stuff like that again. Like I said, that's why I'm trying to show me art on a Friday, doing the collaging thing, because art and being creative is good for the soul. Don't really care what other people think about that if they don't think it's true. I know it because it helps me, and people have privately texted me and told me it helps them. I've had private texts off people telling me I help them with positivity. I don't need other people to tell me any different, you know. That's what I do it for. I'm not on here doing the normal sort of, not putting anyone down who does, you know, makeup videos, and people have asked me. I did a few because then I was a bit like, oh, this is what everyone seems to do. Is this what you do? And then I was like, oh, no, I don't. And that's why I change a lot. Isn't that evolving? That's why I change a lot through my videos. Oh, I was onto this, and then I was onto that. And then I jump, my mind flits all over. Yes, I do get distracted by different things, but just trying to find the truth. That's all it is. That's all it is. And the reason why I'm stuck on this at the minute, because this is what I so heartedly believe in. And we are in a fight, and we've been in a fight with mainstream media and everything we know about. So if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Oh, try and guess. Yeah, great to have a place where we can come and discuss Q. Yeah, and the reason why I do that, so I'm not even bothered about the people who don't believe about Q. If you're on here, fair enough. But this at the minute when we talk about, and I mention it, most of us in here, I'm not saying all of us are on the Q thing, so that's why I talk about it as well, because I know there's a lot of people that have been woke up, not necessarily woken up with Q. He just helped the rest of us that talk about Q. They can't talk to Q to the parents or the family because they all think they're nutcases. I've been told this. I've been privately messaged and said, at least we can come and talk about it on here. So to me, that's a good thing. That's a giving to others. I share on here because that's giving to others. I share my art and stuff because that's giving to others. I don't see what's wrong with that at the end of the day. Sharing is caring. Oh, I carry on regardless anyway, you know that. I'll come on, and no one's going to stop me from talking about what I believe in, like I've said before. If I'm feeling happy, like I came on today singing and all that, I'm not going to stop. Oh, thank you. I'm not going to stop, you know, if people think, oh, you can't sing or you can't do that. That's how I feel in the day, and I feel like coming on and sharing it with you because I'm feeling very happy and feeling, it's Halloween today, but I'm just feeling good vibes. I've got my candles on for my grandparents and stuff, and one of my pictures is of my nana over there, and I've got other pictures up of people around, and I've lit candles for, you know, certain things today. That's how I'm spending it today. Oh yeah, not just Q either. I think your self-expression, as I do more. Thank you. Yeah, think exactly. It's my platform, and that's it. So, you know, sorry if people come on and they think I'm not talking about the right calendar or the right star sign or the right whatever. Like I said before, if we've been told lies, it's not exactly my fault, you know. I've not actually got full Q clearance, do you know what I mean? We've got breadcrumbs, but it doesn't mean that I'm on to everything, you know. Flipping heck. Yes, exactly, Tapper77. I don't, just let me go back a bit. Oh, right, yeah. Well, like I said, when you're talking about positivity, you get those that come in, don't you? Oh, I can't see anything at the minute. What was that? No, I didn't see it. How's the rice doing? It's all right. I will be showing you again. It's starting to change. Peepers. Yeah, there's a lot of light in my eyes. My eyes don't look dark like those people. I've always been like this, by the way. I've never not been like this, you know. Dolly Daydream off in my own little world. I've never not been like this. I know, but I can't at the minute, can I? They just make me laugh, though. Do you know what I mean? They just make me laugh. You're welcome. You know, I was only coming on really talking about Kanye, sticking up for Kanye. But like I said, not going to stop me vibing when I'm, you know, feeling happy. Well, them sort of eyes, we've seen them in, Hillary and all them sorts of people. You've got to remember, there's people out there who seem normal day-to-day people, and they're batting for the wrong team. Do you know what I mean? But they make out they're not. We all know that. Have you seen Joe Biden's eyes yesterday? Black eye. Yeah. That's what I mean. They have eyes that don't... They're soulless, aren't they? Do my eyes look soulless? Don't think so. More Fraggle than Muppet to me. Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you remember that, if I could find it, I'd read it out. The one about the Greys and JFK, that thing that was always reading out. Watch out for the false flag gas attack in Syria. Yep. That actually says in that, if someone asks a question, someone asks, given the question, if someone falls, pick them up. So people who are sort of putting, not answering questions, are not helping. Well, you would say that. Yes, exactly. That's what it's all about. It's what you hold in your soul at the end of the day, in your heart. Love and compassion. Love at the end of the day. Knowing what's right from wrong. Thanks, Dad. Callum's thinking I'm lost again. Because apparently he knows everything. Who has seen I think I said this before. Who's seen the picture of the child dressed up for Halloween as Vincent Fusca? Brilliant. Yep. We know Hillary's not good. You speak the truth, that's what you get under my skin. I haven't heard you saying anything. Oh, dearie me. Yep. Spewing malice, yeah, is a sign of narcissistic, yeah. Thank you. I'll call you 74. Oh, it was a kid dressed up as Vincent Fusca, a little boy. It was so cute. And did anyone see the one the other day where the little boy's dressed up as Trump and a little girl's dressed up as Hillary? And she goes, "My name's Hillary," and he goes, "Shut up." It's so funny. I'm not talking about you. Everything's about you. Oh, dearie me. Oh, don't worry about it. I've asked that person if they'd put what they believe in here, but they won't. Oh, thank you. That's really cute. Oh, Dolly, Dolly, fair as face. Dolly, Dolly, full of grace. Dolly, Dolly, bright. It's true. Dolly, Dolly, we love you. Oh, thank you. That's so cute. You're a poet. See, I love creative people. Not just because you've written about me. I love creative people. I want to get into poetry. I was sort of writing that song before. I want to get into poetry. I just want to do a lot of things. I will be doing another poem. I will be doing another poem. Someone actually shared. I think Memphis, I think someone actually shared my chat I was doing today, which I was quite surprised about rewriting the stars, because I do believe we're rewriting the stars. We are rewriting the stars together worldwide. I do believe. Right. Oh. Sorry. This person will come on and say, "Why have you got rid of me?" This person has been texting me saying one thing and saying another, so I just can't be faffed with it anymore. No, I've done it myself. Do you know what I mean? I shouldn't be giving him attention because that's what people say, and I've got to learn not to give people attention. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he tells me I contradict myself. He does it himself. He's making out he knows absolutely everything. And I don't believe on here, if anyone's seen it, that he's ever given me an answer to what he said. He's talking about calendars and different things. We know there's all sort of different calendars out there. We know there's sort of the emerald tablets. We know there's that much stuff out there. It's very confusing. But he's never actually told me what he believes in. So it's a bit like he's saying he's giving me truth and he's triggering me, yet he's never really said anything. As far as I can see, maybe that's just me. Yeah. Oh, my dad used to say that all the time. We can lead a horse to water, but we can't make it drink. Oh no, I'm thinking of get off your horse and oh, never mind. But yeah. No, I've just decided. Someone said the other day, this woman that I watch, she's very positive, and she said, "Do you know, I don't mind if people have different opinions, but when they just start going on and on, she just gets rid of them because we don't need to put up with it. Do you know what I mean? We're vibing on the same page, so what, at the end of the day, you can keep coming in going on about you know this and you know that. I've said from the beginning, I don't know everything. Yes, I'm a big queer at the minute until otherwise, if it doesn't end up to be true. But like I said, I'm very compassionate because I feel it is, and if it ends up not being, I'll come on and say so. But I do flip from different things because I look at everything. But at the end of the day, I will say it again. We are all looking for truth. There's lies in truth. There's truth in lies. It's all mixed up together. So how the hell is everyone supposed to know absolutely everything? If you think you know absolutely every single thing, it even says on one of the posts, then you're saying you're better than everybody else at the end of the day. Because even if you believe in the spiritualness of evolving to next levels, you don't stop. Some people think you stop at this density, that density. I don't believe you do. I think you keep going on because life is infinite, and every realm, every step, every ascension, whatever you want to call it, I don't know the truth at the end of the day, but I do believe this way, as you never stop learning. Life's about learning, whether you're in physical or spiritual, of light, whatever you want to say it, light body, whatever. We just keep going on and on and on, and in the next level even of knowing, you're still learning, because if that's a different place, you'll still be learning there of different things that go on there. So to me, you'll always be learning. And we say we know because we come from one. Yes, we know, but we're still learning, if you get what I mean. I can't explain what I mean properly, but I know what I mean in my own head. So for someone to say, do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes you must scrape them off. Exactly. Always learning. I just think life, no matter what body you're in, light being or physical, this fleshy thing, we're always just constantly learning. Constantly learning. Retired person, I believe Q will come back. Oh, he's coming back after the midterms. Yeah, some people think, oh, he's gone missing. Well, no, it's about the midterms. He's got to be seen that he's not, is it the Hatch Act or something? He's got to be seen that he's not interfering. And he'll be back. Loads of things have happening while he's been quiet, and Trump's saying things and this, that. They've all, yeah, he'll be back. He's been gone before. That's what, and even if he was, it's done. Yeah, Gab got taken down. Great ad on Twitter, as we like to call it. 2 Republicans and a truck helping Liberals move to Canada. Exactly. Hey, Dolly, you missed my love poem. Oh, did I? It's because I'm yakking. Laura Loomer got thrown into Twitter jail. Oh, yes, she did. And she shouted out. She shouted out at that. Oh, was in Charmed and all that. But, yeah. Life is a cabaret. Exactly. It is. I'm still vibing off that song, The Greatest Showman. I'm still vibing off them songs. I can't stop singing it. Like in my kitchen washing the pots, like, no. I will be checking Angel out after, and I will be checking Unbiased on the Fence's channel too. Sorrow's hit job on Laura Lee. Exactly. Oh. I mean, look, Trump's been talking about Saudi, Sorrows, he's shouted them out, it's all going on. Oh. Well, say it like it is, and then you can come back in and give people information, and then you can come back in. Not interested anymore. Have you been on that film channel yet? No, I've not been on yet. Troll, whatever. Like I just said before, I'm not saying you're a bad person if he was actually listening, but you know. USA, USA. Slim Shady, whoa. He was a bit MK Ultra, wasn't he? With the deleting what? Well, he's going to think bad, but you know, if people keep going on because they're looking for attention, he wants me to talk to him. Sometimes I can't help it. I just, you know, tells me I'm lost, tells me I'm sad, and all that sort of stuff. Says it all, really, doesn't it? Cloned. Yeah, well, they go on about clones. That wouldn't bloody surprise me, you know. 5G cancer explosion incoming. Yeah, yeah. You know, all that sort of stuff. Dad, I've broke the but it's just snapped off with glue, so I am going to stick it back on. Yes, thank you, Gavin Giant. No. But yeah, it's all. I don't know what's the date today, the 31st. I should know, it's Halloween. What, has everyone been watching anything? Has everyone been at parties, or do you not? Do you know? That's what I've said, Glenda. When people have said, especially in the UK, oh, what are you looking over there for? If America falls, we all fall. America hasn't fell. America's winning, won. The last beacon of hope. If America sneezes, the world catches a cold. They do stuff over there, then it comes out over here, and that's why they thought they'd do it all there with what they were going to do, and then the whole world will follow suit with the New World Order. But because they've lost, ha ha ha, it isn't happening. So because we're winning, it will follow suit all over the world, because united we stand, divided we fall, and that's why we look over there, because they were the biggest, you know, west country over there, superpower sort of thing. So yeah. Yeah, Luma is a tough girl. Having dinner with my mum, but no Halloween. Yeah. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi and all that cause cancer. Yeah, well, you know, it's like I said, if people have listened to or read the book Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper, the silent war is all in there about food. You know, all this stuff we know about, this, that and the other. The shining city on the hill, exactly. And who's going to be shining their beacon of light out? JFK Jr. I had one trick-or-treater, so I know it sounds really sad. I didn't get any sweets in, and I didn't answer the door because they'd gone out anyway. I think he went trick-or-treating with his dad, their family, and my big one obviously doesn't do it, so, you know. And I know we don't get a lot around here. Anyway, a lot of people go to parties these days. By Luciferian Design. Yeah. Prefer Pale Rider with Clint Eastwood. Yes, the Alliance of Light. Exactly. Yeah, Alliance of Light. There's some brilliant alliances out there. You know what I mean? That's why I say if people come in here talking about stuff and not exactly giving the questions, even though they think they are, the answers, it's not really helping people, is it? It's about uniting. You know, I couldn't really see that myself. You know, I guess I've got to learn to just not get involved with those shadow people. You know, even if their intentions are sort of good, but still, I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm not trying to put this person down at the end of the day, but the person you know I'm talking about, is it me, or is that person giving answers, because I can't see it? Pink Floyd, shine on you, crazy diamonds, yeah. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, was it? I've got a Ninja Turtle at the door. Where there is yang, there is yin. It may be slowly killing us, but look at the good it does also. Well, yeah. And in the end, I mean, think of Tesla and his currents, and then you had Edison that had his. Edison's were bad because he tried to blame Tesla when he electrocuted the elephants and that with his current, saying it was his current when it wasn't. So we can have good currents current or energy waves, but it's how people use it. So free energy, clean energy, I think we could have. I think that can happen. I think we've got that proven by Edison, who's, Edison was the evil one, really, wasn't it? Really. Lying to the people, saying it was Tesla's when it wasn't. Yes, Trump has the Tesla papers, as we know, because his uncle saw those papers and took some of them when the FBI, raided Tesla's house. So we know about that. It probably is a weird flirting tactic, but that doesn't work with me. No, thank you. Q. Well, yes to Q. Maga, 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 yeah. Wouldn't interest me that way, flipping it. World of Wonder, that YouTube channel has origins of Halloween. Yes, I talked about that yesterday. They're talking about Halloween and what the real story is. I talked about that yesterday. That's why I'm sat here celebrating with myself. Candles on, celebrating the innocent kids of what we know about, and men and women, families that have passed and all that, but thinking nice things, thinking good things, but thinking of that because basically that's what it really was. It all gets in, it's all a money making thing anyway, but I'm not saying don't do it and don't enjoy it. Just remember that there's that at the end of the day. Remember about that. Yeah, the occasional is, I only get a few in here anyway. I'm not saying it is. Right. Because Callum's after attention again, can anyone on here tell me, has Callum answered any of my questions or put anything out there that's helping us? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's helped some of you. Like, I have not got a clue. Yeah, giving kids spicy candy. I remember they were putting stuff out about putting stuff in kids' sweets. It's not good. Got to be careful what you're knocking on for, people. You don't know who's putting what in your stuff. No. Exactly, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was just me, feeling that. So, just, no, nothing. Thank you. So it's not just me then. Oh. Right, well, that's it now. From now on, out. No attention. I've said this before, but I will do it this time. I'm not interested. I thought giving people chances and then, they're just trying to get their own time on it. Been over to his channel, seen a few things that I thought was good because he's on some of the same sort of things that I like. So then you believe people and then they don't give you any answers anyway. So, sorry, mate, but not vibing with you anymore. You keep doing it, looking for attention, or maybe he's wanting people to go on his channel. I don't know. Secret Space Force Trump will reveal. Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. Space Force. Did anyone see? Is it someone tell me the name. Secure Team 10 Doodah the UFO. That was brilliant. I don't think his real name's Callum. No. And some people say, "Oh, that's shutting people up free speech." No, because I wouldn't mind if you were answering a question, but you're not. No, that's what I thought. They're not his videos. They're taken off other stuff. But because I went over there, because I do check people, like some of the things that I've supported, I was like, oh yeah, he seems to know. But then I went, oh, but it's like other Discords that I've been on that I've just got banned out of. They support what I support with the other stuff, but they're not onto Q, and they really don't like it. So they threw me off there for putting Trump stuff, not Trump stuff in, Q stuff in. So I think he's one of them. So could be off someone's channel actually that I went and said a few things when they went and said a few things, if you know what I mean. But I don't need to talk about it. Yeah. Who knows? It could be one of those that I don't talk to now because they banned me, that they're awake to stuff that a lot of people are awake to, the government and the system, but they don't see Q as real. They think it's a lark because they think Trump's the same flip side of the coin in politics when we know he isn't. So it could just be that. So when I talk about Q, that's why they say other things, basically. Oh, I know he wants to get into my mind, but he won't. He's trying to confuse me with other stuff, and he won't do it because, see, if people can say stuff on here, and then I could believe in something, and then I'll go and do something, think about something, then later on I'll think, yeah, maybe it sort of makes sense, but I don't vibe with it. I don't vibe with it. That's why I was saying all through my life I've not really bothered with Halloween in such a certain way like some do. I've not really bothered with what was the other one I said I've not really bothered about? Halloween and what did I say the other day? There was something else. Oh, thank you. Where we go on, we go. Oh, whoop whoop in Australia. What was the other one I was saying I didn't really vibe with because it must have just been a knowing, of like, something a bit, Hey, hey. Hi. I was meant to say, I got chucked off the Discord because someone said if I put anything more in about Q, they'd chuck me off. So I threw a load of JFK Jr. things in with the military on purpose because I weren't bothered about getting banned off there. They're fighting the same fight, but dividing with the Q thing, so I'm not really bothered. Hi, Dolly. Have you seen the latest map from Dylan Lewis Monroe map of the cult of Bol? Oh no, but I have seen all that sort of stuff with Bohemian Grove and all that sort of stuff. Through Neon Revolt and Q and all them great drops that have put all this stuff out. Aussie, where we go one, we go all. We are Q Army, Great Awakening. Exactly, we are. What did General Flynn say? We have. When did he say this? A while back. We have. A digital army. Who is the digital army? Worldwide digital army. Yeah. Mike Pence's wife never wanted him to be vice president. We have it all. Exactly. So when people are going on, it's like, we have it all. It's all done. It's all being played out in mainstream media the way they're sort of trying it. It's all being played out. Digital army is us. Exactly. Q. Yep. We are worldwide patriots. Exactly. Like I said, nobody will change my mind about it until I see something that hasn't come out true, which we all know it has, dates, everything, this, that, and the other, until it does, and it hasn't. And that's why I've stayed on the plan because I've never seen anything that has not come up with what they were going to say or felt like it was not right. Until that happens, I'll come on here and say, do you know what? Like I keep saying before, but I know I won't be saying that. We are watching a movie. Exactly. It's all been played out. Like Kim Jong-un, all that stuff before that was played out well before. They'd already done the deal. But it has to be played out in mainstream media to look like certain things. Like Merkel stepping down and she's making out, she's stepping down because this, that, and the other. She's stepping down because she knows she's lost and she's been told, basically, in a sense. Beautiful dreams for everyone. Exactly. We'll be dreaming again, people. We're rewriting the stars. Because like I said, that person who comes on, everything I say, I'm talking about my star sign, I'm talking about this, everything's negative to it. Oh, you don't know what you are. You don't know this. Oh, well, somebody thinks they are definitely the one almighty, don't they? There with that one. Yes, we all have divine spark, but do you know what I mean? The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching America, and all the chat rooms. People are talking everywhere. Exactly, because it's the beacon of light. It's the beacon of hope. Like I've always said, if you don't have hope, you've got nothing. Tracy might do one day. What's going on? Who's doing that? Is someone saying they're doing a channel? I can't see. It's like I said, you're all great on here. I only get a couple of people. I'm not saying the trolls, but we just use that word. It's just, there's more people in here vibing on good vibes. One or two people. Sorry. You're not going to make me think any different. Someone to tell me I'm lost. When I'm tired, it's because I'm sad. I'm like, I think I know how I feel, thank you. I do not need to be told off somebody else. That's why I say, you know yourself. You don't need to, even though I'm doing it a bit here, obviously, though it's so contradicting. Um, you know your own truth. You've seen something, you think's a UFO, for example. People think you're batshit crazy. You saw it, you experienced it. That's your experience. Nobody else's. That's your truth. End of. Someone's like, oh, this isn't real and that isn't real. Well, it's a bit like I say with the Q thing, for example. People who aren't looking into it, who are looking at other things, they'll get recommended things that come up on their channel. So they'll see less of the Q stuff. If they're not looking into it, they're not looking at stuff. So those who don't look don't see. So they won't understand. That's a fact. I love Christmas time. Um, Well, if that's the only reason that you put you off, you weren't trusting the plan. We got told to trust the plan. I've trusted the plan from the beginning and never fell off it. So, like I said, that's up to you. That's fine. That's up to you. But there's a load of people who fell off. I'm actually glad you brought that up. There's a load of people who fell off. They were I mean, don't forget, some people have put it out there like Alex Jones to get you all on it. And then someone, shouts out it's not real, therefore those who followed start believing it's not real, like, oh, this happened and that happened, Q got compromised, this, that and the other. So everyone falls off it. That was part of their plan, to take you off that, because they got you reeled in and then they took you off it. That's how I see it. So it said always trust the plan. I've trusted the plan. I've never fell off it and thought, oh God, this has happened. Sometimes things might happen because they're trying to change things all the time, but it never really works, does it? The Rothschilds, think about it. Who's being left for last? Israel. What does that flag really represent? I'm not talking about the people of Israel. I'm talking about the regime, also Saudi and all that. What does it really represent if you actually go digging and it used to be red? I believe it to be the Rothschilds. So I think they will be getting seen. And the thing is, Q knows everything. They've got everything. So therefore, trust the plan. Soros has already been brought up now. Saudi's been brought up. Who's the other side of the triangle? I believe it is Rothschilds. So if two sides are coming down, one side comes down, it all comes down. That's how I see it. Oh yes, I do have a lot of empathy, and people do play in it. People have always done that throughout my life, because this, that, and the other. But the only thing is, they never bring me down with it. Do you know what I mean? I believe in what. That's why I'm so compassionate about this. Can you imagine if I was on the Democrat side and I was so compassionate about? I'm not, thank God. I could have been, but I think I'd have been #walking away. Yeah, and the Rockefellers as well. Yeah, Red Shield, Rothschild. If you actually do digging, you'll find that their shield then turned into the red star. Of then went into, apparently, the star that's on the Israel flag. Then again, this is where everyone's going about Zionists and Jews and this, that, and the other. And even Tommy Robinson says, even if you believe that or not, oh, that is just, it's not the people of Israel, it's the regime that are over Israel, like the regime that have been over everywhere else. Saudi's been in, yeah, are the Saudis and Israelis. Well, all this stuff's coming out, but, yeah, I can never say that Pacers are at the top. Exactly. They're part of the Rothschilds. But you know what I mean? So when you actually look into it, there's all this stuff. And it's all very confusing. That's why I say people come in here going, oh, you're saying this, contradicting yourself. Well, sorry. It's all very confusing. But one thing I'll tell you is I've never fell off this plan. I've never not believed in the plan. They told us to. It's already done. Trust the plan. When you think like Q's gone now, well, he's not gone. He's gone because of the midterms, and he'll be back with a big bang. Trust the plan, people. Not you lot, because you lot know. Girl Trump train and Q train. Yeah, the Gaza Strip. There's just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Rothschilds created it. You know what I mean? There's all that stuff going on. And then people go on about Trump because he's got that, the bank or whatever in Jerusalem and this, that, and the other. Well, if they knew the real truth, do you know what I mean? It's, but, like I said, people who don't look don't see. And that's not people's fault if they're following something else and they're not really, they're concentrating on the other thing and they're not really looking at this, even though it's all connected and it all goes into everything anyway. So to me, it's still the same. It's still the same fight, but people just don't want to connect Q to the same fight as well and unite with that. More people, united we stand, divided we fall. Thank God you were not on the. I tell you what, it's a good job I'm not on the Democrat side, because as passionate as I am about this side, the moral compass side, I'll say, I'd be very passionate, but I think I would feel like, hang on a minute, this is not right. What's all this? Like a lot of hashtag walking aways now, do you know what I mean? So, but when I'm very compassionate at something, I'll follow it and follow it. As you'll see on YouTube, if you've seen from the beginning with certain things I was into, I will follow it and follow it. I get like obsessed like that. And then if I think, hang on a minute, this doesn't feel right, or I don't like it anymore, I will drop off it. I've not dropped off this yet. I've been on it since January. So, not yet. We will ending bumping into each other in the dark. Yeah. We'll all have to have a drink after this. Some of us will have to meet up, or some of us over here. And then when I come to America, if you're in New York, people, coming over next year. Thank you. And some people with a lot of empathy are also warriors against evil at heart, small but mighty. Exactly, because people, I've noticed, I've had this told to me a lot, guard yourself, and because you feel for a lot of things, and I get upset about a lot of things and very emotional. I used to, I've said this before, people will say, oh, you're too emotional and you think this and you think that, you should toughen up. But really, I get my strength through my emotions of being upset about stuff, because I feel it, and then I feel very passionate about something, like the movement, about saving the children, all that. Why would I not feel compassionate about that? Why would I not feel compassionate about that? That's one of the things that got me compassionate about this movement, which is the red line that they've stepped over, that when these people do wake up to that side of it, people will be on the side of Trump, because I don't know how anyone would not stand for the safety and the saving the children sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? And not as in the way Hillary thinks she was saving children, because believe me, she wasn't. Do you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, come in next year. Whoop whoop. And who played around there, and who's got a tower up there and everything. I'm so excited. I'll be like, everyone will be going, do you want to go and see this sightseeing? I'll be like, no, move out of the way. Where did JFK Jr. go, and where's Trump Tower? Actually, it'd be a dream of mine, if Trump, if you're listening, if anyone, that when I do go next year, that I would magically just end up for some reason meeting Trump and JFK Jr. I'd just faint. Oh, I'd love it. But it could be a dream, you never know if things come true. Strange things happen. Things you wouldn't believe sometimes. Good things, miracles happen to people sometimes, so you just never know. Yes, I put a prayer on the page for my children. Yes, I've been doing it today. I put my intentions out there today and got my candles on for, that sort of thing. Yeah, she does. She's horrible. Tommy Robinson, apparently, he said he got invited by Congress or something. Someone said it wasn't Congress. I don't really care who it was. He was supposed to be, he said out of his own mouth, coming to see American Congress and Australia, and that he was visiting America and Australia to talk about the issues in the UK. So, Tommy's meant to be going to the US. Yeah, so I find that very, bit connecting there. I don't mean in the Q thing, I just mean, oh, well, I do, but I'm not saying he knows about Q. I'm just saying, going to US. So I don't know what anyone thinks about that, but yeah. Going to Australia, and that's where Avi's from, isn't he? Avi, who's a great supporter of Tommy. Tommy, USA. Yeah, and Farage is coming back, and a lot of people know Farage in the US, especially Trump. We don't know because people saying can they'll try and stop him from going, believe me, but something will get done where he'll be talking out about it, even if it's through bloody Skype or anything. But I think he'll get there. That's what they say. Doesn't mean. Do you know what I mean? You just don't know what's going to go on really. Free Assange. Well, funny enough, we've seen a picture of Assange. If anyone's seen the queue with the military in the circle, where it looks like him with a tash and a beard. He's not in the UK anyway. I've never believed he's been here. Don't think he's been here. Think he's been gone a while. Think he's in America. I don't think he's at the embassy. I don't think he's at the embassy. Terminator, especially the part when Sarah Connor asked Reese who was he. Time travelling. So I knew you were going to say that, and yeah. Well, they put it out in films, don't they? It'll be somewhere around like this time last week, sort of the school holidays that we have here. I think it is. So funnily enough, yeah, October next year, like last week, we have school holidays a week in October, so it'll be something like that. So if I'm somewhere and anyone's near, we're going with a lot of people are coming over, a lot of girls and stuff, and my mum and my sister. If anyone's about, please come for a drink. I'd love to meet up with some like-minded, great Americans. Whoop, whoop. You never know. I might just meet. You just never know. You just never know. Come with me if you want to live. Yes, I want to live in America. I feel, it sounds awful that I just feel very patriotic because I'm like, whoop. Don't get me wrong, I love it over here, but I'm just like, we need more. I'm sorry, but people over here do tend to go, oh, Americans are really like over the top and all that. Well, flipping brilliant. That's what you need to be. Have that much passion for your country. I'm not saying we don't over here, the ones that I know that are fighting for stuff over here. I'm just saying some have gone to sleep and acting like they're not bothered, as we know. Like there are some Americans, like we know, like the Democrats. But you know. Trump will take, yeah, you never know. I've never been to Scotland. I'll have to go to Scotland when Trump's at his golf course. Come on, Dad, we'll stay there. I've got to find my Trump t-shirt. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere, and I've got a Q t-shirt, and I need to dig that out because November's coming. I need to get wearing them on my channel. And it says Trump. It's red. It says Trump, and it says boss on it. So, and then what does the Q one say, Dad? If you're still there, it says where we go. What? No, mine doesn't say where we go when we go. Or does it? Oh, it's got a big Q, and it says everything's for a reason or something. I can't remember. Scotland is class. Yeah. Well, his mum was Scottish, wasn't he? You know, ooh, he's like William Wallace. We have got a William Wallace over here, and we've got another William Wallace because you know he's connected that way. You know, not taking away our freedom. That was on Twitter before. I don't know whose account it was on. It was great. You know, you've got. I mean, who of all people to play that part? Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's proper trooper. He's not a bad celebrity like some of them are. He's proper, and his dad was apparently helped give I don't know if it was blankets and guns or something to Native American Indians when they all went off doing that sort of thing. So he's good. He's been shouted out as being good. That's why he did Passion of the Christ. He absolutely hates Hollywood. That's why they tried to put him down, make him out as a drunk, say he was this, that and the other, blah blah blah. Yeah, Mel Gibson is well woke. I've seen him at some stupid awards that they had, and he was sat there and his face was, he was just like, and I think it was Meryl Streep trying to pat herself on the back, and he was just looking at me. He wouldn't clap or anything. You could tell by his face. You know, there are good people out there. They tend to be from an older generation, most of them. I'm not saying the younger ones don't, but you know what I mean. Sailed. So Alex Jones still denies Q train. Yeah, well, Alex Jones got called out by Q, whether that's disinformation or not, but at the minute, you know, he got called out by Q. I've never been to Scotland, full enough. I've never been to Scotland. My dad has. He goes walking up there. West Highland Way, 197 miles through the Highlands, 8 foot. Yeah. Are you coming? Yeah, I'll come with you, Dad. I need some walking boots, though. When's that? Yeah, I'll come. I said I would last time. Yeah, I'll get some walking boots and we'll go. As long as you're not taking me up them mountain things. You took me down when I was younger and I thought I was dying. Do you remember everyone was laughing? Yeah, Donald Trump, Braveheart. We've got one over here and then we've got another one in America, Braveheart. Mel Gibson. My sister always loved Mel Gibson. I always loved Mel Gibson. He's a good one. He's a good one. Marry me and you can have an American citizenship. Okay, I'm coming. I've got kids. You never know. Maybe I'll get one because he'll just say, you've been a patriot, even though you're not over here. You never know. Should be careful what I say, shouldn't I? I'll be leaving England, people. Bye. I'm only joking. Oh, hello from sunny Vegas. Hello. Yes, I'll go and live off grid in the mountains. That's what I'd like to do. Live off grid, away from everything, Mind you, we wouldn't need to do that if they brought things back and free energy, which is coming back and all that sort of great stuff to the future, the future. Braveheart Trump, exactly. We've got our Braveheart here, we've got a Braveheart in America, we've got Bravehearts in lots of different countries around the room. But yeah, never take our freedom. Yeah, marry me and you can have a universal astral citizenship. That's brilliant. Me too. Oh, I've got so many husbands to choose from. Ah. Oh, you all make me laugh. See, you're all vibing on the good vibes. Live in the Bible Belt and a beautiful Kentucky. Yay, Kentucky. Ah. I'm just very compassionate. Can you imagine me as an American? Ah, do, 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 do. I forget. I'm sorry, I forget I live over here sometimes. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Don't get it. I've been supporting over here, by the way, but I understand that last beacon of light. But, when you do your, we need one, when you do your, oh, what's it called? Your, it's just gone out of my head. Hand on your heart. What's it called? It's just gone out of my head. Your, to the one with the long name. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy's a brave heart too. That's what I mean. We've got our one here, and what's it called? Your only marry your twin flame. Yeah. What's it called? Your someone please say it. Your Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, thank God I couldn't think what it's called. I mean, how passionate. Hand on your heart. Da, 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 da. Kids used to say it at school. You need to bring that back. That's what we need. I'm totally living in the wrong place at the wrong time. I know. I know what you mean. I know. Oh, here we go. Paddy says to Murphy, my mate came off his motorbike today. Oh no, Murphy said. Yes, Paddy, he has brain damage, 2 broken arms, and is blind in one eye. Bloody hell, says Murphy. No wonder he came off. Oh my God. They were the best jokes, though, weren't they? I would fill up reading it. I'm that sort of person. This is what I mean about me being very emotional. I can read something and it'd get me so upset. I can watch a cartoon and cry about it, about certain stories. I'm like, oh, but that's what I'm like because I'm like, that's how you feel about your country, innit? Or whatever. You're just so emotional about it. You believe, that's what you feel. That's why Trump does what he does. It doesn't matter. Oh, if he was this, that, and before. He loves America. Do you know what I mean? He loves his country. He wants to keep it good. Doesn't matter what race you are there and this, that, and the other. Like I said, with the borders and that, you can go. You go within the law. You don't come walking down and getting over the gates and coming in illegally with the intentions that you've got because they might be bad. You do it legally. You know what I mean? If I wanted to do it, but it'd take me years to bloody get in, wouldn't it? But there you go. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has. But the knowing of all that knowing knows about everything around the globe, and once it's set off, that's why America first, and then the world, and it's all kicking off everywhere, isn't it? Yeah, Dad, you're totally in the right place at the right time. Yeah, we are. I knew what you meant though, but we are in the right place at the right time. There's a lot of people who are not here now that would love to have seen what's actually taking place now and is about to take place. They would have been amazed. So, like Halloween today, the Living Dead, like the Mexicans do. I don't mean that, what do they call it? The Day of the Dead and that, to celebrate that. Remember those today. That goes along with that because a lot of those who have passed now, well, in a sense, you will be able to see, would love to be here right now. And there's that spiritual thing where they say a lot of things are coming in now because they want to see this happening, that cycle, this shift, this awakening. Don't all have to be onto that thing, but I am very much into that. Biased on the Fence was on before, Dad. I don't know if he's on now, but he was on before, giving out good vibrations. It's a glorious time to be alive. Yep, that's what we've said. Some people might not believe that because they're getting too down with stuff, but it is. It is. It's about to get absolutely amazed. Balls, people. Yep. Yep, you're part of it. SCFC, we're all part of it. We're in the know. Everybody's part of it, trying to tell people, trying to whatever sort of side you're on, but trying to help people, trying to share stuff. It doesn't matter if you're not on a YouTube channel. It's not about that. I just go on it because I'm used to talking to people on here now. It's about trying to help people, trying to sort of talk to people. Some people go right in, but we're all part of it at the end of the day. So even like trying to help one person, waking them up, it doesn't matter if it's just one person that you've woke up, whatever, we're all part of it. I can't wait till January 2019 either. Whoop whoop. Gitmo's getting hot. See, people don't believe that. They go, oh, they've been saying that. And as I keep saying, it's got to be done within the law. Some people who are not that awake to this movement don't understand how big it actually is that they're going for. And that's why the plan has been put in the plan for many years, because it didn't just happen 2 years ago. It is absolutely massive. You had to have a really good plan to go after this and know exactly what's happening, and everything that's happening now has been said months and months back. It's actually happening. How did they do this? What is there helping them as well? Do you know? Nighty night. Oh, bye. I'm going now as well. Because I was only meant to be coming on talking about the Kanye West tweet. But you know me, likes to gab. But that's because I love talking to you a lot in chat, and that's what it's about, connecting. Going live, it's great because we can all connect. And sometimes, people feel like they don't want to go on live because they get people in and all that, which is hard. You get distracted, but it is tiring. But it's nice to, I do believe that people like to, I don't just mean try and chat to me on here, but all of you in here are fantastic with good vibes and everything. And you all talk to each other, and you're all just a great group. So, sometimes I think, sometimes I wish I didn't go live. I wish I could go back to recording and editing stuff. But I believe that this is how we connect. And it's when I used to do my old ones, when I just used to talk, not going live, because you do get a bit scared of going live until you get used to it, like I have done now. It's more connecting to go live because we can talk. I know we get people in that don't agree, this, that, and the other, but it's more connecting to go live. And I just love you all talking to each other as well. I'm still laughing at my boys when I speak to court. Oh yeah, I've seen. Oh yeah. No, I haven't, but I would like to. And if they brought gun law things out, well, we've got things. I'd love to take that up actually. Yeah. I get frustrated. I'm passionate, and then I get angry. We are mostly on the same page, but we are spread out all over. But that's what I mean. SCFC. You get frustrated, you get passionate, you get angry. Sometimes you can't talk about stuff because your friends or family don't get it. And even if they don't want to talk about it, so that's why we all come on here. I'm not saying everyone's on the same level on here, but it seems to be most of us are on the same sort of. Most of us are on the Q chain or thinking about it, but Trump rally begins soon. Yeah, I'll probably be asleep. I keep saying that I go to bed early, and I never do because this is why my hair's going grey. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. But I still get up, vibing high, which will be tomorrow. Especially keep listening to them songs. Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm gonna go now. So like I said, if you haven't listened to The Greatest Showman, or whatever it's called, the actual songs on YouTube, Rewriting the Stars and all the other ones are just absolutely fantastic and well put you in a good mood. So keep blasting that out, people. I voted early Monday. Yeah, because that's why they were doing all the stuff. They were trying to stop the early voters as well, weren't they? So, yeah. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Exactly. Play the game in the street of, you get these people who don't smile. Just smile at them because they'll smile back. Because people walk around with no smiles and don't smile at each other. People don't smile. So if you're the first to smile, I bet that person will smile. Because it's like what you do. A smile is contagious, people. Smile. So yeah. Yeah, humour is very needed, and that's why Trump is absolutely hilarious, and it triggers the left because he's so funny. Because you need humour. He can laugh at himself. He talks about his hair and everything. It's funny. He's great. So where we go one week wall. Um, keep on the plan because we know it's here. We know. Thank you. And yeah, I'll be having a quick look round Twitter. If I manage to catch it, I'll probably say I'm going to bed early and probably won't end up going early. Yes, thank you, Tapper777. And yes, I'll most likely see you tomorrow at some point. I'll probably end up seeing something again. You know what I'm like. Chatterbox, but that's just me, So see you all soon. Bye.